Hi, I'm Phyllis, southernfrugal.com. This afternoon we're going to make a Greek meal. Now, I know some of y'all that watch my videos are Greek, and this is my best effort, okay? We used to eat at a Greek restaurant in downtown Columbia called the Elite Epicurean. And it was so good, we finally got to the point where we eliminated every other restaurant and pretty much ate there for, I don't know, maybe a couple of years, almost every Saturday night. We just loved it. So also the pizza place in our town is operated by people who are Greek, and it is super good pizza. So anyway, one of the dishes we had at the Elite Epicurean was fish, and it was topped with, on the bottom of it, it had tomatoes, some peppers, onions, and Greek spices, which from my best understanding is oregano, garlic, and onion. And that garlic is what gives it that little different taste. So anyway, we're going to get started. I'm going to turn my burners on, both of them, and get them heated up. And I wanted to tell you about the pot I'm going to use. Now, this pot came from Walmart, and I purchased it because it's ceramic and steel. This is a little magnet for my refrigerator. And this works on the induction little plate, and that's really why I bought it. I just took this to Walmart with me and checked all the pots, and this was the only one. Plus I thought it was really pretty and would look great in the RV. However, I've been using it inside ever since. I also went back and bought the teapot, and we make our tea every single day in this little pot. Now I make iced tea, and but this works great. Anyway, and let me just mention this: if you are interested in buying one of these pots or the teapots, make sure you take the lid off, because it'll be kind of positioned down with some kind of little string thing, and it's got a little foam rubber thing around it. See this right here? Can y'all see that? Let me see, I got my finger up. That little place right there. That's part of the ceramic where it had cracked off during shipping, and but all the rest of them were cracked too. This one was the least cracked. Now my teapot was fine, but just be sure and take the lid off and look at it and look inside and make sure it doesn't have any chips, because I think that happens during shipping. Alright, so let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is add some olive oil to this pot. And this is going to be rice. Now you want right much olive oil. I'm going to go ahead and start the skillet too, because we're going to use something similar there. We're going to use the skillet for the fish. So this is going to be for the rice. So this is 1 cup of rice. And we're going to add, I used a large onion, and this is about half that, so I'm going to put that right in with the rice. And this is for the fish, so I'm going to use 1 green bell pepper and the other half of that onion. And I did slice the peppers kind of big chunks, so I'm going to put that in, also in olive oil. So the rice we're going to just stir every once in a while. It already smells good, y'all. Now I am using jasmine rice, and I would think the Greeks probably use regular rice, but I'm using jasmine just because we like it so much. So we're going to saute this until the onions are, wilted down a lot, and the rice is a little bit brown. And we're also going to cook the peppers and the onions over here this is where we're going to put the fish. So, alright, we'll be back when we get ready to do the next step. Alright, we are back, and the rice has gotten just a little bit brown. And you do want to cook this on sort of medium-low for about 10 or 15 minutes. Now to this we're going to add 2 cups of boiling water. And I did put this in the microwave. Let that boil. I'm going to take my other skillet off the burner for just a minute while we take care of this rice. So that was 1 cup of rice, and it's 2 cups of boiling water. Now we're going to add the next ingredient. Which is going to be 1 pound of baby spinach. Now, I'm sure the Greeks would use regular spinach, but you just need 1 pound. So I'm just going to put it in. Now, before we have this kind of greens in smoothies, I always wash the greens a couple more times, but we're cooking this, so I'm not worried about any bacteria or anything on it. And again, this is baby spinach. That's 1 pound. So we're just going to stir this around. Now the spinach is going to wilt down pretty quick. And so we want to cook this for at least another 10 to 15 minutes until that rice is cooked thoroughly. See, the spinach is already going down. Alright, so we're just going to put the lid on this and let this cook. And now we're going to go over to the skillet. I'm going to put that back on the burner. And the onions have gotten a little bit brown. And now if you were using, there we go. If you were using fresh garlic, you'd use about 4 garlic cloves all crushed. And you'd have to watch it real close because you don't want your garlic to burn. But I'm going to use garlic powder because I do not have any fresh garlic. So I'm just going to put, I don't know, a couple of teaspoons of the garlic powder in. Just stir that around a little bit, get it all mixed in there. And the next thing we're going to do is put in a 14.5-ounce can of diced tomatoes. And this is the kind with no salt. Just mix that all around. Already smells really good. All right. And the next thing we're going to add is we're going to just sprinkle in some parsley flakes, maybe about a tablespoon, dried garlic flakes. And the next thing we're going to use is whole oregano. I'm going to put that in my hand. And I'm using probably, I don't know, almost a tablespoon. Just mash it all up. Mix that all around. All right, let me get my fish out. We'll be ready to put that right in the middle of this, so hold on. All right, we are back, and you can see that the spinach has cooked down quite a bit. Now we're going to add some salt to this. Not much, maybe I don't know, I don't really use, but maybe a half a teaspoon or so. And we're just going to put the lid on this, and it'll be cooking for at least another 15 minutes till the rice is done, because it won't take the spinach any time to get done. Put that lid on now. Let's go over to the skillet, and we're going to add our fish. Now, this is haddock. It's a very, very mild fish, and I did purchase it frozen. So I'm just going to scoop those off in there. They are mostly thawed out, but not completely. Just a little bit still frozen. Put that in there. And we're going to put the lid on and let these cook. I'm going to say maybe 15 minutes until the fish can be flaked. All right, y'all, we'll be back when all this is done and show you what it looks like on the plate. All right, we've got the meal all ready. And for those of you who are new, because I've got a lot of new subscribers. In fact, I think I hit 30,000 today or yesterday. Anyway, so Mr. Bucky and I pretty much always eat in the den, sitting in our recliners. The only time we really eat at the table in the kitchen is when we have company. And that's because we're old, okay? We get to do that when you get old. All right, I'm going to show you the meal. It turned out really good. All right, so there's the fish. Mr. Bucky's going to get 2 pieces. He loves it. And this is the rice and spinach, which I've tasted of it. It's really good. And this is our dessert, which is orange and pineapple Jello. And I mixed it with cream cheese and added a can of Mandarin oranges. That's super delicious. I had made that like a day ago. Anyway, so there's Mr. Bucky's plate, and it does smell like a Greek restaurant in our home right now. It smells really good. Anyway, there's the fish. It's haddock, and we've got peppers and onions, and I did use a garlic powder. If you're making this and have some regular fresh garlic, that'd be really good. And there's my plate. And of course, we've got our iced tea. All right, y'all, so we were gonna go ahead and have our meal today, and we will see y'all next time. Bye for now.